DJ, I'm excited for you to hear the backstory because in order to get this podcast episode in line, I had to have a direct message with both Zack and John. And we were trying to coordinate a day and a time for this. And Zack just basically said, say a time. And I said, okay, John, we're both Central. You're obviously in California. Let's just pick a time and not have any confusion here. And John came back with a time in Eastern time, like just not totally out of left field. So, John, I have to ask you before we even get started, was that like, so what I would do in your situation, I would do that as a joke. And I know you pretty well, so I thought maybe you did that. Or was it Tequila Tuesday and you just totally spaced on what was going on?
No, it has to do with a gambling addiction. I'm a part of a local kind of poker whatever group, and everybody lives on the East Coast. So whenever we pick our poker times, I always have to put AST because they're all stupid and they can't figure it out if you put another thing. So I apologize. I'm a degenerate, as most of you already well known. And if you don't, you're going to find out during this episode.
Fair enough. I was really hoping that it was booze related, but maybe we can make that happen tonight. Let's just get loaded because this is the Loaded Box Podcast.
Where we never finish first because we finished last.
I'm super excited for this episode. It's my favorite mock draft, anything draft related episode that we do. But before we get started there, I have to also turn the attention back to Zack because last time, it was probably a month or so ago when we had Zack on. Zack got loaded on the Loaded Box Podcast via the Vodka Bang. Zack, is it Vodka Bang in the night? What are you doing?
Yeah, it's Vodka Bang. The Bang flavor is cotton candy, so we're going a little sweet tonight. Yeah, you guys got me messed up that night. Holy smokes, man. I was seeing double and triple, I swear to God.
All we do is sit here,
Yeah, we're not even doing anything. Well,
I heard you guys told on me when you had Matt Hicks on. I heard you guys told on me. He's like, they said you got really drunk on their podcast. I'm like, it's called the Loaded Box Podcast for a reason. I got loaded, man.
I'm upset for him for pillow talking. What's that about?
But to the Eastern talk, though, all of my guys are on the Eastern time zone too. So I got to talk in Eastern time as well.
So you probably figured it out faster than I did.
See,
yeah,
Zack is smarter than us, so it works.
Well, I'm at least smarter than DJ. I know that.
Fuck that, dude. I'm a fucking genius, dude. You don't even know. My brain's on a whole nother level.
After about 2 or 3 vodka bangs, though, he surpasses you, DJ.
Yeah, maybe.
So, like I said right away when we started, for the second straight year, we're doing this episode with these guys. It's our 2021 NFL mock draft. We got Zack, Patraw, we got John Chapman, and this is our twist. We've got 3 people who aren't making the selection who have to nominate a player that they would consider for that pick. And then the selector has to pick one of the 3 nominations. And yes, last year, this morphed into a competition of us keeping track of whose nominations were picked most often. So, guys, I'm 100% looking to defend my title here tonight. But before we jump in, Zack, I'm going to let you start by telling the audience, first, your real last name, and 2, where they can find your work.
Yeah, you really botched my last name again. But it's Patraw.
On purpose.
You know, for anyone that wants to take – yeah, I know. For anyone that wants to take note, it's Patraw. There's only been like 3 people in the entire world that have gotten my last name right, but it's all good, man. What else was I supposed to say? The vodka bang's already kicking in.
Oh, I love it. Just where people can find your work, if you want to promote yourself at all here.
Yeah, I'm the president at the NFL Draft Bible on Fan Nation by Sports Illustrated, I guess you could say too. And we're just doing a bunch of draft coverage, man. We're just kicking it, living life. We just figured out we're gonna have like 15 great hours of draft coverage for those 3 days. Like
that's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Got mock drafts coming out, scouting reports left and right. Our database has like 15,000 players on it now. It's ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
In college football.
Database.
How long do you guys think the draft goes?
So this is all for next year, the year after, the year after that. Man, we got everything for you.
Awesome. And John, I don't murder your last name ever. I've already given you some crap here about how complicated you make time zones. But go ahead and let the audience know where they can find your work as well.
Yeah, at Twitter, I'm usually putting a lot of videos and stuff up on there at JL_Chapman. I run the 49ers Rush podcast. But during this month and next month, it is almost predominantly a draft podcast. All we do is dive into the film each and every episode, just breaking down prospects. So those are the two best places to find me. And I do got to say, man, if you do not follow Zack, you are making a huge mistake. The dude is the best in the business. And not only is he handsome, but he does a hell of a good job covering the draft.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. Kind words. See, DJ, you could take a lesson out of this.
Oh.
Be nice.
I mean, you got to be good at something, but you're definitely not. I don't know. You just have terrible taste.
Find your thing, right? Find it.
Yeah.
We've mutually agreed that we're going to start this draft at number 3 with the 49ers, since we all have the Jags taking Trevor Lawrence and the Jets taking Zach Wilson. So with that, John is actually going to start on the clock. We'll go right down the list that I have in front of the guys. So I'll make the first nomination. DJ will make the second nomination, and Zach will make the third and final nomination. I know John's a little bit nervous because I know he has a quarterback in mind, and all of us want to play the dick role in this and not nominate his guy, but I'm going to make sure that DJ and Zach can't just completely derail this thing right away. So I'm going to nominate Trey Lance. DJ, who's your nomination?
I'll nominate Justin Fields.
All right. Well, I can't nominate Mac Jones because I know he's not going to pick him, so there's no point in me doing that.
Smart man. I told you he was smart, guys.
So I am going to go with Penei Sewell for my nomination.
Ooh, that is tasty. I think that this pick really does come down to, the three guys aforementioned, definitely. Mac Jones definitely got to be involved in the mix, but I think that's much more of a media thing. I really hope that I'm right there. But, man, I would be so happy with Fields or Lance, but something in where my soul's supposed to be just keeps saying Trey Lance just makes too much damn sense. I get that a lot of people are higher on Fields, and I completely understand that. But whenever you look at Trey Lance, graduated high school early, graduated college early, was 19 years old whenever he played the last time we saw him on the field. So young, strongest arm, runs the 49ers specific type offense, calls his own protections at the line, the youngest quarterback in this draft. I just think it would be insane. And if it's one of those things, if you ask the NFC West, the other teams, to who they don't want the 49ers to pick, I'm pretty damn sure they're most scared of Trey Lance. So that's where I'm going, number 3. I'm just stuck on that pick. I love it. If it was Fields, I'd be happy. But, man, Trey Lance to the 49ers would just strike fear into the rest of the NFC West.
You guys want to know why I actually nominated Trey Lance? It was to get that 1-0 lead on you guys. Man, you guys are so simple. I knew he was going to pick it. 1-0 already.
Justin, are you cheating or what? Well, and you also went first, bro. So, how are we supposed to stop you from nominating him?
You organize the episode, you get a little bit of home field advantage.
Okay.
That's how it works, DJ. All right, that puts me on the clock with DJ being the first one to nominate. You got the Falcons here that I'm be selecting for.
I'm doing it again. I'm going right back to Justin Fields. That's my nomination.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm gonna go back to my pick here because I have heard some rumblings that Kyle Pitts is supposed to be the guy at 4 here. We've heard a lot. I know it's been out in the media, but this has been someone that's been talked about to the Falcons internally a lot. So I could see him going at 4 here. So I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts.
Oof.
Yeah, I like that nomination. That's who I was hoping to go, but I'm going to throw in. I'm going to throw in Penei Sewell here. I think it's an outside shot. I think it's a little early, but I think you're right on those 2 picks. It's going to be one of those 2.
All right, here it is. I was pretty much dead set on quarterback here, and my theory was I'm going to go quarterback unless someone throws me Kyle Pitts. And damn it, Zach, you did it. I disagree with the pick. I personally think that they should try to be finding the next guy to take Matt Ryan, but it looks like they're trying to not necessarily go all in, but give it another last run here. So you're going to give them Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts. They are damn near guaranteed to pick a running back pretty high on this. And it's probably going to get one of the top guys in that early pick in the second round. Give me the playmaker. Give me Kyle Pitts. Give Zach the point.
That's what's up. Take notes, fellas.
I suck at this. I feel like my thing is just not get picked at all. And like I'm a golfer, I got the low score.
That's perfect. Everyone has different goals. I like it.
Fuck yeah.
DJ, you're on the
Different
clock, so
game,
you can't
though.
even get a pick on this one. So
Yeah, you
this
got
is
it
no
right.
lose for you. DJ's on the pick with number 5. Zach, you get to try to defend your nomination here.
I was gonna try to defend it, but then I also want to just say that this is not something I would take either.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna make it a little tough though, and put Jamar Chase on the board, because I think you could take a guy like Terrace Marshall in the second round, and go with like a different player that I'm sure one of you two are gonna nominate. But Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow just makes so much sense together.
Yeah, I like that one. I think I'm up next. I'm staying with Penei Sewell. It just makes too much sense. This was probably the most common mocked pick to a team outside of Trevor Lawrence for the entire beginning of the draft process. Now it's starting to shake up a little bit, but I think Penei Sewell, that's definitely an option here. It just makes that team so much better. You can't let Joe Burrow keep getting hit like that.
So we've got Sewell and Chase. Those are the two?
Correct.
Jesus. I
That's
wanted
hard.
either one of those.
Jesus is not draft eligible.
I will draft Jesus.
Well, according to
He was
Zach,
draft
it's 300,000.
eligible in like way before now. I don't think football was
Probably
invented.
You mean to
BC.
tell me you don't have 3,000 prospects and not include Jesus on your database, Zach? I know for a fact he's on there. All right, I'm going to give
Sure
you another
someone's name is
chance at
Jesus.
right. I'm going to give you another chance at an offensive lineman and throw Rashaan Slater out there, DJ.
Ooh.
All right. Ooh, that's a nice one. So for me, I think Ben knows I'm going to take because he knows pretty much everything I'm going to do. I love I get the Jamar Chase rumors and all of that shit, and Joe Burrow wants him, and he's a fit there. But you know what I saw? I saw maybe the best quarterback in all of football, the best rookie quarterback last year. Potentially the rookie of the year if he gets to play the whole season, die. And on a week-to-week basis, I said this guy's going to fucking die if they don't get him people to block. I know they've added an offensive lineman or two, but I mean, you got to protect your franchise, and it's all about adding what I perceive as the best offensive lineman. We're going with Penei Sewell.
There we go,
All
baby.
we gotta talk about this real quick. What makes you guys so sure that Penei Sewell is going to be a day one lock stud?
I have Rashaan Slater rated ahead of him. I prefer Slater, but I think that when you're looking at ceiling with Penei Sewell, again, super young, and the intangibles are there. Like, I think he can be the guy. I really, really do. This would not be a bad pick. But I'm with you, Zach. It's not a lock like everybody thinks. I think a lot of teams will have Slater ranked higher on their board than Sewell.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that dude's going to start day one and be a very solid player.
At
Sewell,
any
on
position.
the other hand, at any position.
Right.
Sewell, on the other hand, though, there's a lot of refinement left in his game. We're going to have to wait to see the best of him, and it's not going to be year one. But, the point is, you got Joe Burrow for, however many years. You got to figure out how to protect him. Sewell in the long run's a great pick. I just don't think you're going to see him be a stud year one.
Fair enough. That'll put Zach
baby.
on the clock.
Miami Dolphins, Ben.
I know. I'm a little nervous here. And I saw that
That's
someone
what's going up.
updated the Google Doc that no one else can see if they're watching this. But I was going to say that, DJ, if you have one job during this, it's you. You need to update this because I'm updating that scroll and I am just all over the board. And I almost missed who all was selected. I thought I was an octopus with more arms, but lo and behold, I still only have 2. So, Zach, you're on the clock here, number 6 with the Dolphins. John gets to make the first nomination.
This is about the spot he should go. I've got Jamar Chase. I mean, he is my number 4 player on my big board. I love this kid's tape. I think he's Andre Johnson reincarnated. It just makes too much sense here. Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that puts me next. I honestly was going to go Pitts or Chase now that they're both off there. I'll give you the option to reunite Tua and Devonta Smith. So that'll be my nomination. DJ?
I have no idea what to do here. So let's go ahead and add an offensive line, and let's go with Rashaan Slater.
All right. Well, I can tell you right now, Devonta Smith is not even near the top 10 for me. So that's ruled out.
Wow, should have known. I forgot you were a hater.
Mr. 160, 164. Anyway, we'll get to the other two that are logical choices. I like the Ja'Marr Chase selection, and I'm leaning that way. I also want to lean towards Rashaan Slater because I think you do have to help out a guy like Tua and get more out because they have a good young offensive line out there in Miami. And the reason why I wouldn't go Ja'Marr Chase is because there's so many solid wide receivers in this draft class. You can take them at the top of round 2.
So you think they traded back up for an offensive lineman from 12 to 7?
I mean, if Penei Sewell is an option at 6.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, that's a different take. I think
but
I'm
going to go Ja'Marr Chase here.
Oh, look at you. you. He baited me.
They both make a lot of sense. I like Rashaan Slater a lot. I think that they will be able to develop this young offensive line and kind of build around that young nucleus that you need to get a guy like Ja'Marr Chase, get to with some weapons. There were two good options, but I'm going to go with the pass catcher because you don't want Preston Williams being your top guy or Devonta Parker. And you need
who was that?
Can actually win.
That was
Who
me.
selected?
That was me.
You nominated
John
him?
got that one.
I did.
Yeah. I agree with everything John said about, did you trade back up to take a lineman? So if you would have taken a lineman, Zach, I have like another nomination of people to fill in your spot in this podcast. And I was about to kick you off.
I'm irreplaceable. Come on, Ben.
That is true. No one else is drinking vodka bangs and cotton candy flavored. So yeah, I can't cut you out.
But I don't even care. It's so unhealthy. I don't care though.
That puts John on the clock, number 7 with the Lions. I get the first crack at this one. God, I honestly think that this is a prime spot to be able to trade. It's also a prime spot with the quarterbacks that are left to say, hey, maybe Goff only is a bridge. So I'm going to give you that bridge option. I'm going to nominate Justin Fields. DJ, you get the next nomination.
I'm glad you gave me that opening because I feel like, it makes sense. They can, I don't know if they're going to go the top quarterback this year or try to get that guy, but they did, get rid of Kenny Golladay. I don't think they have Marvin Jones either. So they're lacking at wide receiver options. So I'm going to go with Devontae Smith here.
Zach.
Oh boy. That leaves me in a pickle here.
These are options.
Man. You look at their new head coach. What's his name?
Man Campbell.
Jim Bob Cooter.
No, not Jim Bob Cooter. That's for sure. Anyway, their new coach is a hard ass, right?
Man Campbell.
Hard ass, I should say. He's one of those guys that
that guy.
That you'd run through a wall for, right? So I'm thinking that they go defense here. Okay.
Ooh.
Now here's my top-rated edge rusher. And I know this isn't like a perfect fit scheme-wise, but Azeez Ojulari right here, I feel like would be a great pick for them because he's athletic. Woo. He plays physical. The tools are there. And it would be a great pick for the Lions to help that edge rush. So I'm going to go Azeez here.
I love Azeez. I'm way higher on Azeez than most people. I think this is a little too rich. The Detroit Lions. Now, here's the crazy thing. I was hoping somebody was going to nominate Micah Parsons here because he just seems to be like a Dan or the Campbell type of whatever.
Do you want to hear something?
Well, go ahead.
Micah Parsons will not go top 15.
I wouldn't have a problem with that because of the stuff off the field. For
field
sure.
Issues are terrible.
But
stuff that haven't even surfaced to the media yet.
And you think that coming from the Saints, off the field issues are going to be a concern? Like, I think that's going to move him up his draft board. Did you hear his introductory press conference? Like, we're going to bite them, and then when we don't bite them, we're going to hit them in the knees, and then we're going to grab their balls. Like, I mean, it's like a WWE infomercial. So I'm with you, but I love the film of Michael, but he wasn't nominated, so I'm throwing him out anyway. He's out.
Yeah. His film's amazing.
I actually do believe they're going to roll with Goff for a little bit of time. They're building up for the future of the draft. They turned down the number 8 pick from the Panthers for 2 future ones. So I feel like they're kind of punting the quarterback position. They're going to see what's up, and then if they got to draft a quarterback in the future, they'll have that option. So I'm going wide receiver Devontae Smith. I would prefer to go somewhere else, but of the 3 options, I think that this is the most accurate with what they're trying to build there currently. And if for some reason Goff doesn't work, I think then they go and get the quarterback in the future. But that wide receiver room is the worst in the NFL, which is saying a lot. They have to do something.
It's empty. And DJ got his first nomination, and you get to give me the first nomination for the Carolina Panthers
I'm
at
so proud
8.
of
So
you,
you can,
DJ.
really,
Yes,
you can
let's
make a
go.
run here, DJ.
Let's go.
Who's your nomination here for me for the Panthers selection?
I have them mocked, obviously taking Kyle Pitts because I haven't dropped him to 8, but not an option at this point. They need a lot of help in general. Didn't they go all defensive players last year? Let's start them off with let's start them off with a defensive player. They need some secondary help. They need help at that cornerback position. Let's go with Pat Surtain.
Ooh. I think that
Surtain's a great player.
Oh wait, I don't think I'm up next. I'm sorry. I almost jumped.
Zach is. I'm sorry. Yep.
You're
Zach
good, man.
John just wants to jump in.
He's probably super excited because there's a guy by the name of Justin Fields still available that I want to put on the on top here. So, but I will talk about Pat Surtain for a minute. Kid can play, kid can ball, fluid, athletic, great ball skills. I mean, do you remember Jeffrey Okudah coming out last year and everyone talked about how technically refined he was? I mean, Pat Surtain isn't to that level as a prospect, but he's right there and he's uber athletic. So, but Justin Fields is my pick.
All right.
I like it. Anytime you talk about Matt Rule, you have to talk about supreme athleticism. I'm going Rashaan Slater here. I think it is a perfect team need. I think it's a perfect kind of scheme fit with what they're wanting to do. And maybe they actually do like Darnold more than we think they do. So why not give Darnold a chance? Get him a left tackle. Let him be the quarterback that maybe he could turn out to be. He's 23 years old. He's still got a shot. So let's see what happens there and see how far Sam Darnold can take him.
I'm very intrigued. I think I put out a tweet not too long ago, but I want to see Fields on the board when the Panthers are up just to see what happens. But the fact that they gave up a couple of draft picks, one of them was a future second rounder, it shows that you're showing a decent amount of commitment to Sam Darnold. I don't think they're going to turn their back on him quite yet. Obviously, he hasn't even played a single snap yet. They're going to give him a fair shake, and they see this as an opportunity to protect him. So, John, you're going to get the win here. I'm going with Rashaan Slater. DJ, I'm sorry you didn't get the
Look at us, guys. We might know a little bit about what we're talking about. I don't, but
I don't know shit, bro.
We might know something.
Who got that one, John?
John
I did, yes.
got that one.
God, I don't
John's
know.
on
DJ's
fire
about to be
tonight,
up. He is on fire. We're going to take a quick break from the draft, though, because DJ and I have some pretty exciting news to share with the listeners. We're excited to announce our new partner, supporter of the Loaded Box podcast, which would be Manscaped, who's the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision. Oh, yeah, John?
Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
I didn't realize DJ was getting naked. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for the family jewels. They obsess over their technology developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. That's 4 million balls if you don't count our boy Mikey because he only has one nut. We have an exclusive offer for our listeners. It's 20% off. It's free shipping. It's using the code LOADED at manscaped.com. Manscaped, they hooked us up here. They got a bunch of tools and formulations for their Perfect Package 3.0. Got the trimmers, got some ball deodorant. Man, I am not going to lie. I used this thing the day after I got it. DJ, I am not kidding you. I walked out of the bathroom into the room that my wife was in. I visually watched her get weak in the knees.
That's because that's the first time she's ever seen your balls.
I mean,
take care of the forest down there. I'm done.
It is. It's the first time. I've never been able to do it because I'm scared to use what I use on my face, on my undercarriage. And this thing was a game changer. So in addition, this trimmer comes with an LED light. It was funny because my wife was already looking at it and says, what the hell do you need an LED light for? And I kind of agreed,
It's dark
but after
down
I
there.
used it one time, I instantly said, I don't know what the hell I would do without this LED light. Another 2 words, game changer. The Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0 also comes with the Crop Preserver, which is an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. You already put deodorant on your armpits. Why aren't you putting it on the smelliest part of your body? Because yes, your balls stink. Yuck. Speaking of sweaty and stinky balls, I'm thankful for the Crop Preserver. You're going to want this kind of stuff, guys. This product, along with the Crop Preserver, keeps your balls from sweating, smelling, and sticking. No one wants sticky balls. It's time to trim that junk ears, just like I did, as DJ pointed out. 20% off, free shipping, code word low.com. Your balls will thank you. That's 20% off, free shipping, manscaped.com, promo code loaded. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job at Manscaped. Ooh. DJ, how are you feeling after that? DJ's taking his shirt off just because he wanted to
DJ
throw
looks
that
like he's got to
Manscaped
manscape those armpits too.
Oh, God, big time. Huge.
Oh, I love it. So now that we've got our Manscaped shirt, I got my ball deodorant on, so I'm fresh down low. You guys heard it. DJ's had his t-shirt on. DJ, that means you're on the clock here at number 9 with the Denver Broncos. Zach, you get to make the first nomination.
Rashaan Slater, I think, would have been a great nomination here. But I'm going to give them, or attempt to give them, some defensive back help, and I'm going to throw Pat Surtain back on the board here and see if the Broncos will bite on a big need of theirs with one of the best, with the best corner in the draft class.
John, how about
I think
you?
that's me up next. I think that corner is a big need. You got a defensive minded head coach, but you know what's even bigger than that? John Elway is 0 for 5 on the quarterback position and drafting it. Justin Fields is still sitting there. Well, yeah, he counts for 4 of those losses. Justin Fields is still there somehow. I don't think he drops this far. I think a team would trade up if we could do trades, but we can't. Justin Fields just makes way too much damn sense here.
Yeah, I wanted to nominate Fields, and I don't think I can come up with a better cornerback there. So I'm going to give DJ the option of adding Micah Parsons.
So this one, to me, I look at the Broncos and I'm like, oh, cornerback makes so much sense. Because when I look about the Broncos, like think about cornerbacks, you got like Aqib Talib and just having good, defensive ends and secondary. But with Justin Fields still being there, and what I follow Ben Albright, and just like it seems like they've got so much question with Drew Lock, and I don't think they're into him. If he's there at this point, I think they're taking him. I'm taking him. I'm taking Justin Fields. I'm taking Justin Fields here.
We are letting John run away with this thing.
It's getting bad, guys.
We need to start banning against John now.
This is unbelievable. And the worst part is he gets the first crack at this one because we're going to put the Cowboys up, and I think it's like an obvious choice, and John gets to put the damn first nomination in too. So John, go ahead and say the name.
The one thing I will say before I nominate the pick that Zach is going to take again, I think that this would be an awesome spot for the Patriots to trade up with the Cowboys and get Mac Jones. I think that this is the perfect spot for it if this is how the board falls. But Cowboys need secondary help. Patrick Surtain, Zach loves him. He wants to manscape his ball parts. I just think that this Patrick Surtain to the Cowboys here at 10 just makes too much sense.
I'll tell my wife.
Gosh. I'm literally just going to forfeit to John here, and I'll nominate.
No, there's
Horn.
one more guy. There's one more guy that can upset this.
I know.
Okay,
You'll have to figure it out though.
I'm gonna put my balls in the JC Horn camp. Now that they're freshly shaven, anyways. Manscaped, 20% off loaded.
I don't know. I'm just going to throw an edge guy out there and let's throw Quiddy Pay on the board.
Oh, you guys failed me. All right, I gotta go with Pat Surtain. There was one more guy that if you would have said it, I would have picked him because I have heard rumors that the Dallas Cowboys love this specific linebacker.
Oh, fuck.
But I'm not. Do you want me to tell you?
It's Owusu Moye.
It's Jamin Davis.
Ooh, I like Jamin,
man.
I like Jamin.
Cowboys like him a lot, and he's been rumored to be somewhere around that top 12 range where the Cowboys might select him over some of these other guys too. Just a little information for you.
Man, why would you do that with your team the way that it is? I like Jamin. I like him a lot.
He's good,
but
man.
I just why at this spot? Again, maybe they do trade back with the Patriots. It's not like Jamin's not going to be there at 15. And if he is, you're still going to get a stud corner.
Yep, absolutely. Right. No, I agree. Need that corner. But yeah, Patty Surtain. John gets another one.
Ding, 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 ding.
He's on a roll here, and DJ's slacking, I should say, on updating the thing here. So that puts John on the clock. So we finally can't get one. Watch, he's going to nominate his own guy and just pick to be a dick. I am going to, for the Giants at 11. I've constantly had wide receiver mocked here in my personal mock drafts, but I'm going to go a different route with this. I'm going to throw a guy who was picked here in our 32-person mock that we recently posted live on Loaded Box Podcast. I'm going to put Azeez Ojulari back in the nomination pool here. Ooh. DJ, who are you nominating?
I'm going to come right back with the guy I just did. Give these guys a big, good edge rusher outside and go back to Kwity Paye again.
Killing me.
Couple of edge rushers. And
that was a little bit of a pause there, buddy.
No, Azeez is perfect.
Yeah. Thanks.
I will tell you why Paye isn't perfect is because he's more of a run stopper. I don't think they need that right now. So I think Azeez is perfect with his pass rush ability. What do I do here, guys? Come on now.
I don't know.
Just punt because it's going to be
all the
Azeez,
guys,
baby.
you guys pick. I know I want Azeez. I love Azeez. All right. I'm going to pick Christian Darrisaw, Virginia Tech left tackle. They got some youth on that offensive line, but they also got some age. They need to get a little bit younger. Refresh my memory. They restructured Nate Solder, right?
Yeah,
I believe so. So
yeah,
that might be a guy that they could replace with Darrisaw in the future. And Darrisaw's a stud, man. He's a mean dude.
Yep.
I like him a lot. Put him on the board here, Ben. Just pick him.
Hey,
I like that. It's me. And I like
John. No, John, you pick him.
Yeah, it's not happening. But I like it though, man. I'll tell you what. I personally, I do think that Kwity Paye probably should be the pick here, but it won't be because they have a type. If you look at the outside linebackers that they have on this defense, they're all 250 or less. And that just, I mean, it's yeah. So I think I'm going Ojulari here. And I think this is way earlier. The idea that he would be the first edge off the board would be shocking, but he has something that is lacking in this class, maybe outside of Ronnie Perkins. There's not a lot of speed edge benders in this class. It's a much more kind of base down defensive ends, but Azeez has speed bend in spades.
You had to pick him there because I already had it on the scroll before you announced it. So I appreciate you finally giving me a point. Man, I haven't scored a point since the first pick that we've done in the draft. So I kind of needed you there. Well, that puts me on the clock though. I appreciate that because I know old vodka bang ain't going to help me. Number 12, that's the Eagles pick now after they traded with Miami for that 6th pick. So I'm on the clock. DJ, you get to make the first nomination.
All right, I can go one of two ways here. They need help, obviously. They drafted a wide receiver last year. They still need more wide receivers there. I don't think they have anybody at cornerback on that team anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and go with J.C. Horn here.
Ooh.
Yeah, JC's a great selection here, which means I got to one-up you a little bit. Let's see, the top 2 wide receivers we got off the board, Jamar Chase and Devonta Smith. So I'm going to try to go in the wide receiver direction here. Gosh, I don't want to pick someone that's on the smaller side, but Jalen Waddle's just too talented, man. This kid can play. I think you put what's his face on the outside?
Rager.
Who's the one drafted last year?
Rager. Jalen Rager.
Yeah, Rager. Put him on the outside. You get Waddle. You put him on the inside. You can move him outside if you wanted to. You get him on kick returns, punt returns. Got an all around playmaker there. Jalen Waddle, baby.
I honestly think he might be better than Devonta Smith, and we're just forgetting.
He is.
I have him way ahead of Devonta Smith.
Way better.
Yeah. I agree there. That's me. I'm up next. And I think, we're hitting kind of the spots. And this is what's going to be interesting. You talk to Philadelphia Eagles fans. They're not sold on that trade back. That 6-12 drop back.
They hate that.
They hate it because they had a shot to get Pitts or Chase. And now you're kind of like, all right, let's see what happens. I understand why they did it, because this allows them to give 1 year to their quarterback. Let's see if it works out with Hurts. But if it doesn't, then you can go all in next year for a quarterback, whatever else. So if you're going to check him out and see if he can play, you got to get him protected. And so Christian Darrisaw at left tackle, I think you plug him in. He's so smooth. I like, Andre Dillard, but who knows with that. And worst comes to worst, you can move him to guard. They've got spots. They've got a lot of injuries all over the place. I think Christian Darrisaw just makes a lot of sense there.
I personally love all three options. I thought all three of you did a great job selling it here. I feel like I'm on Shark Tank right now. I agree with DJ, honestly. I agree with DJ because I think cornerback would be ideal. However, there was that one report that I can't remember where it came from, but it was about, I think it was like the owner that said, hey, we're going to see if Hurts is our guy. Let's surround him with dudes. And if they don't get the early receiver, I know it's a deep class. I know they can address the position second, third round. But when you have the playmaker of Jalen Waddle's ability on the board here, after you moved back, Jalen Waddle could legit go number 6. He's still there on 12. We're doing it. We're giving the Eagles, we're giving Hurts a weapon. I don't like it, but we're doing it.
Here's my question. Yeah, good job, Zach. So here's my question. What would you prefer? Would you rather get Jamar Chase or would you rather get Jalen Waddle and a first next year? Like, is the difference between Waddle and Chase that whole first round pick? Like, where are y'all at on this? I keep going over my head. Like,
give me those picks and Waddle all day, baby.
Yeah,
I agree with that now, I think.
Yeah, that's not the wrong way to go. I mean, I love Jamar Chase with all my heart, but it's
my whole heart.
I do, but it's Jalen Waddle with a bunch more draft picks. Yeah, I'll take that all day.
Tell me this, DJ. Would you shave his balls with a Manscaped razor?
I would get down there and I would I would get down there, I would use that light and get right in his tape.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. All right, DJ, you're on the clock here. Zach gets the first nomination. It's the LA Chargers. Zach, who's your nomination?
What day is it today?
Today is Mother's Day.
Thursday.
Dude, I got tornado sirens going off here. I got to get to the basement.
I think you're good.
They actually are
going
off.
Is done.
No, just in case my internet connection goes out, I probably got hit by a tornado or something. So just keep an eye out.
Here's my suggestion: news. Pound that vodka bang, you'll be fine.
I was sitting here thinking, I'm pretty sure there's a Venn diagram somewhere where tornadoes hit and people drink vodka bangs. I'm pretty sure there's some overlap there.
There's a little overlap.
Do you know what a Venn diagram is, Ben, or no?
It's a Venn diagram. It's just a diagram with me on it.
Oh, baby. All right. So what do we got here? We got the Chargers up. All right. Who we got on the board? Who just went?
Oh, Waddle just went. Azeez Ojulari and Patrick.
I know this is the tough part. Yeah, Rashaan Slater's gone.
Okay, Rashaan Slater's gone. Okay, then, man, this team is so weirdly solid, but doesn't perform to its level of talent. Oh man, I want to go J.C. Horn, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get them some corner help here.
Yeah, they could use it. But I think, man, you got the rookie of the year quarterback, and there are holes all over that offensive line. And this matches up perfectly with where they're picking. I think Darrisaw just, golly, this is, again, how many times has Darrisaw been nominated in a row? It's this sweet spot of teams that he's going to go. This is where he's going to go because he's just too damn good. So Darrisaw is my nomination here.
John hit me with the golly. I can't compete with that. I'm just going to throw Elijah Vera Tucker out there just to give you a different offensive lineman to choose from.
I love AVT though. He's love good, AVT.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so weird to me. They have the Packers offensive line there. Like the Packers keep moving to the Chargers, and now the offensive line is becoming the Green Bay Packers. The Chargers offensive line.
Who are the Packers?
They have what? They have Bulaga, and then they got
That's
Shredder
solid.
this year now.
That
So
was
they're
solid.
just taking our guys.
Great.
But it is. I like the JC Horn selection a lot. Big body, super athletic. But it does seem like everything they're trying to do right now is based. So if I'm going to go with what I think they're going to do, everything they want to do right now is based around protecting Justin Herbert, their franchise, the guy. They don't need any more weapons at that place. So let's go with John, I've just handed you the keys. We're gonna go with Darrisaw.
Well, you didn't hand them to me, my friend. I earned that.
Darrisaw is such a sound prospect, man. That's a great pick. He's been nominated so many times that I forgot that he was available still.
Yeah, I it's fucking with me.
That is funny how that goes. Zach, that probably would have been a good pick for you here with the Vikings had they been nominated. But you were up with your squad, the Vikings. John gets to make the first nomination.
Yeah, I think the Vikings, there's so many different ways they could go. They do have quite a few holes, but they have so much premier talent at some fun positions. So why not, again, what is the identity of Zimmer? Tough trenches and tough corners. Like, that's just kind of what he is. I'm going Elijah Vera Tucker here because I think that you can start him so many damn places. The upside is just bananas. They need help on the O-line. Elijah Vera Tucker, I have this penciled in almost every mock I do that this is like the spot where he should go because he's just too damn good. I have him rated ahead of Darrisaw, but the pure left tackle, the team that needs just a pure left tackle, Darrisaw is going to go. I got Vera Tucker here.
That's where I wanted to go. That's where I want. Jesus, DJ, I just started talking as soon as he got done, and he wanted to know who was up.
You're lagging, so I actually got the words in before you even talked.
Fair enough. You gotta.
Sometimes
you gotta
just so you know, you two are fighting over one other guy.
I'm gonna go with that defensive back. I'm gonna give you the option of taking JC Horn.
Fuck.
One other guy.
I'm gonna go D-back too, though. I'm going Caleb Farley.
You guys both screwed the pooch. I gotta take Elijah Vera Tucker here.
That's what's up.
Dude, the reason why, one of the reasons why that the Vikings selected Ezra Cleveland is because they knew he could play tackle and guard. They need versatility. They lost Riley Reif. Garrett Bradley has struggled at center. Ezra Cleveland was solid. Drew Samia, that project ain't working out worth a damn. Who's the other guy? I think they lost Brian Dozier's brother, Dakota Dozier. And I don't think they're actually brothers, by the way. So getting Elijah Vera Tucker,
who can play, jokes went over our head.
Brian Dozier was a Twins player. Anyway, Elijah Vera Tucker, his versatility, playing tackle, playing guard. I think this is a position where you watch him fail at tackle first and kick him inside. And I think he's going to be a tremendous guard, or he succeeds at tackle and you keep him there. I'm not going to tell you the other guy I would have picked until late. Actually, no, I will. Jason Owe. I think, or Owa. Okay. Owa. It's not Owe. It's Owa.
He's going early. He's going early.
He was a top 15 player for me coming into the year.
No sacks, man. Make me feel better. No sacks. How is that possible?
How many did Daniil Hunter have at LSU?
Yeah, it's not helping my cause.
This is something that you watch Andre Patterson, the Vikings now assistant head coach, develop into one of the premier pass rushers and run defenders in the league.
And they're big. It's a traits team. You're right. I mean, it makes sense. Right. It just, God, that's so rich.
I would take Jason Owa all day, every day in this position.
Interesting.
But anyway, you guys didn't select him for me, so I couldn't. So
that was a hell of an out of the blue nomination.
Well, if you guys will look me up on Twitter every once in a while, I'm tweeting Jason Owa tweets every damn day.
DJ's too busy looking up on Instagram instead. I mean, it is what it is.
Shit. Nah, man, I got my OnlyFans up. DJ's all over that.
Ooh. John gets to be on the clock here, so he can't. Jesus, John, you are racking up the tallies here. Someone else is going to have to clean slate them to catch up. You can't get one here. I get the first crack at it. You got the Patriots. Ooh, that was a perfect timing with crack.
That was.
Patriots on the clock with 15. just because I don't like this pick, but because he's still on the board, I'm going to give you the option. I'm going to give you the option of Mac Jones.
No, there it is.
Damn it. God, I wish someone would have
DJ.
forgot.
I'm stopping everybody. That
That's
was
what
what
I
I
was
was
gonna
looking
do.
for. It makes too much sense. I mean, you get Josh McDaniels and a white quarterback together. I don't know why. That just makes him happy. It's going to be what it is. So, yeah, that's the pick here.
That's the best analysis we've ever had on the Loaded Box podcast. I appreciate that. I don't even want to say anything more about that pick. You knocked it out of the park, Brian Dozier style. 16. See how that came full circle? Vodka bang. Yeah, you like that? 16, Arizona Cardinals. I'm on the clock. DJ gets the first nomination. I'm going to go classic Zack here and say, I've got one guy in mind. You say him, I'm going to take him. So, DJ, can you scratch my itch?
All right. I don't think he's off the
That was
board. I'm just
Manscaped
looking
sexual.
through it. I know. I'm looking through it. He's not off the board. I've mocked him here a couple of times and just fucking around. Patrick Peterson is gone. Malcolm Butler is a temporary fit. They need the cornerback. They need that long-term quarterback. Now J.C. Horn is going to the Cardinals. It's done.
Zack and John, you guys can just go ahead and just say a name really quick,
All right.
and then I'm going to tell DJ that he got one right.
There you go. Ted Bundy.
Perfect. I like that too. That's not bad. For someone to eat people up. Was he a human eater?
No. He was bad, but he didn't eat him.
Here, I'll give you another cornerback option then. How about Greg Newsome?
Dude, I was going to say that. I was going to say it, but I don't want to tip my hand.
Here, you guys can share. You guys can share Newsome. I'm still going to go with DJ's guy. I'm going to take J.C. Horn. I've said this on 17,000 straight podcasts. I think that this is the first spot a running back can go. However, since they signed James Conner, who you're really still not going to deflect you from taking a running back, but I think it deflects you from taking a running back in the first round. So I think that's off the board here. And yeah, with Horn still available, dude, drop it in the bucket. DJ gets a point here. Let's go with Horn. That puts 17, the Raiders. Man, I'm glad I get the last nomination on this one because I think of all the teams in the first round, I am struggling with the Raiders. So, Zack, you get the first crack at the nomination here.
I don't want the first nomination.
I'll take
trade nomination.
All right. So if I remember correctly, the Raiders got ran all over the place, right? Like this defense got shredded. I got to give them Kwity Paye here.
Fair enough.
I like it.
John, you get the
Who's
second
next?
crack at it.
Oh, is it me? Yeah, I think this is the spot. Character concerns be damned. Gruden doesn't care about that. They got a major need at linebacker. Tell me Micah Parsons just wasn't made for the freaking Raiders fan base. It just makes too much sense.
Dude, I can never nominate Micah Parsons just for the dude. I'm with. Do you know what I know?
Yeah, it's bad. I'm telling you this right now. The NFL don't give a damn. Do you also see that Dan Snyder just bought more of a franchise? NFL don't care.
This is gonna be a Reuben Foster situation. I can just feel it.
Yeah, I won't be shocked.
Lineman?
Huh?
Never mind. What was the Dolphins offensive lineman? Probably not that bad, but Tunsil.
Oh, Jonathan Martin.
No, the Tunsil smoking weed.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
But obviously, it's
not even close. Way worse than that.
I also want to nominate Parsons, and I want a quarter of the point if you get it right. So now I'll put a real person out there. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it at the same position. I'll go Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Ooh.
Who did Zack say?
Kwity Paye.
Kwity Paye.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what you guys are talking about, and clearly John knows, and he's still giving me Micah Parsons. And I've never known John Gruden or anybody in the Raiders organization to not take some kind of criminal at all or care about that. So they need that hard-nosed linebacker to help stuff up that running game. I'm going Micah Parsons here.
Booyah. He's going in the first round, man. He's going in the first round.
He'll be in the first round, but I can tell you with my type of grading scale and with his type of character concerns, he fell deep into my rankings.
It's funny too because
he's such a good player. Like he really is.
right when like the draft order was determined and it was like Miami as number 3, it was like, oh my God, Miami needs linebacker. Micah Parsons might go there. And ever since then, it's just been drop to the point where, like you said, he might go in the 20s.
In my grading scale, talent-wise, you take out character concerns, he's my number 2 overall player. You put in his character concerns, and he drops like a mofo, man. Like, it's bad.
He must have a real good thing with those vodka bangs. Speaking of vodka bang, you get the second Dolphins pick here. Go ahead, Zach.
I need to get a sponsor now that you keep calling me vodka bang. I need to call up Tito's and Bang and let them know that I need a sponsor from both those guys.
That's perfect. We're here. We're here for the people. I mean, I can get you one of these for 20% off. Promo code loaded. You can be smooth. You can have some deodorant on your balls while you're drinking.
Does it come with you actually shaving my taint too?
Yeah, that's an upcharge. There's an upcharge there.
You don't live too far away from me, Ben. I could drive up there real quick.
We can make a weekend trip out of this. Me and you, we can do some vodka bangs. I'm up for it. What are you doing tomorrow? We'll talk after the show.
I'll come. I'll come. I don't live far away either.
Let's go. DJ shaves the other nut.
I'm showing up. We can actually shave at the same time.
Oh, efficiency. That's what we're talking about now.
I can get the butt crack.
Zach, do you have a third nut for John?
I do. I'll make it happen. Well, the way DJ shaves, I'm sure I'll have a third nut.
There you go.
So you might have a nut drop out of your sack the way he's precisioned. But you got the LED light, so you're probably fine.
Yeah, and it doesn't cut or nick at all like my other razor. So
we'll find out about
the one he uses on his face. Zach, you're on the clock. You're on the clock here, number 18 with the Miami Dolphins. John gets the first crack at this one for the nomination.
All right, we got a new player I'm nominating here, and I really like this pick. They're all in on Tua this year. They're building up in the future. They have so many picks. If for some reason Tua doesn't pan out, you got to protect him. I think one of the best unsung tackles in this class is Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State. He played on the right side. He gets to play on the right side here. You got Austin on the other side. I freaking love this pick. I think this would be perfect. Tevin Jenkins to the Dolphins at 19.
That means I'm next. I like that pick. I can't disagree with that too much. I've got 2 other guys in mind. However, I've slowly become swayed that if Kwity Paye is on the board here, they are going that route. DJ's upset now because, like Zach said earlier, the type of defensive end and edge rusher that the Dolphins want is a guy that can stand up that edge and play the run, and that's what he does. And the Dolphins get pressure on the quarterback in a really not a traditional way. They don't have that bendy guy that comes around the edge. It's schemed blitzes and everything. So I think Kwity Paye is a guy that can see the field from day one, not as like a starter role, but get significant snaps. Brian Flores is a defensive coach as well. So I understand you want to protect Tua. A running back would be in play here, especially since none are off the board. But I'm going to give you the option of Kwity Paye, and I hope that you take me up on that, Zach.
DJ, you're not out of the running here. Okay.
You lost Van Noy and Lawson, right?
You do your boy. You do your boy right over here.
See, I wasn't going to pander. Don't pander. Don't pander.
I'm not going to pick who you want me to pick. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the top running back in the NFL draft this year.
Oh,
they need a running back. I mean, they've got a bunch of just guys. I'm going to go ahead and give you Javonte Williams.
Oh, you spelled the first running back's name correctly. Well done, sir.
Thanks for the point, Zach.
This is a really hard decision for me. It's a really hard decision. Okay.
I like how you're so sad. Like you probably are a Dolphins fan in real life. You could tell it comes through.
Yeah. Well, Vikings, Dolphins. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Good point. Tevin Jenkins.
Booyah.
No. I'm not done yet.
You keep doing this, man. What are you, my college girlfriend? You lead me on?
Yes.
Like, what's happening here?
I catfished you your whole life. Now, here's the deal. Tevin Jenkins, Miami Dolphins could use a left guard. Now, I want to kick Tevin Jenkins into left guard. Ooh. All right? But there's also this running back named Javonte Williams who I'm in love with.
Oh, no.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm going to have to go Javonte Williams.
Let's fucking go.
What an upset.
I love that kid.
I don't mind that, but what an upset.
there's so much to love about Javonte Williams. So much. It's an all-around game, 3-down running back. He's got everything you want. Does he have – okay, let me rephrase that. He has just about everything you want. Does he have lightning fast speed? No. But
Who cares?
he's going to do everything very, 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 very well, and you are going to love to have him on your football team. Day one starter for the next 5+ years.
Yep.
Yeah, so you don't have to convince me on Javonte Williams. You talked about degenerate earlier, John Chapman. I am a degenerate. Everything I know about Javonte Williams, again, I said this at every fucking podcast, is from gambling. I'm obsessed with this guy. He does everything well. I don't think people understand like how good this guy's vision is, how good his contact balance is. It's just everything. He's a great pass catcher. There's nothing he does wrong. And I'm like, there's no way this guy, to me, isn't the first running back off the board. I know. He just is.
He had a 4.6 GPA in high school.
Bigger now.
4.6.
And he ran a
12 point.
And I will always say this. I'll always say this. Anybody who like freaks out about a 40 time for a running back is crazy, because as long as you're running under 4.6, you are fine. Because most guys are coming down. So if you bust through that, you're already 3 to 4 to 5 yards past guys. You're probably going to score a 50, 60-yard touchdown anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. So I just people that go crazy on 4.6.
Excuse myself real quick. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Pause.
Fair enough.
So one position I can speak on in the NFL is running back, I feel like. So I'm just gonna take my time and do it.
I like it.
I love it. Number 19, Washington football team here is on the clock. John gets to make the pick. I get the first nomination.
I'm not prepared for this one.
I really think if there's a team that's going to jump up and try to grab a quarterback, that it is Washington. So I honestly don't think that they're going to pick here. But if they do, I'm going to give you the option of taking a receiver, despite the fact that they signed Curtis Samuel, because I think Curtis Samuel fits a specific role at wide receiver. He's not the do-it-all type of receiver, but there is a do-it-all type of receiver that's available here, and he goes by the name of Rashad Bateman. So I'm going to throw that out to you. DJ.
Oh, God.
DJ's researching.
All right, I've heard the name a few times. I'm going to go with the linemen that I've heard a million times. I think they need help on the offensive line. Let's go Elijah Vera Tucker. Did he go yet?
He's gone.
Well, he's already been drafted, and you've been the one updating the document. So the fact
I know, I was like, as I said it,
I loved, you could hear the confidence fleeting his tone, like as he was talking. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Tevin. All right, sorry, Tevin Jenkins. Tevin Jenkins is still on the board. We're going with him.
All right, John's picking for this team?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I do want to go offensive lineman too here, but I want to tell you guys a little bit about Brady Christiansen out of BYU.
Ooh, I thought it was gonna be something else.
Do you understand how good this player is? I mean, the reason why Zach Wilson stayed upright 90% of the time is because Brady Christiansen is a tremendous offensive tackle that is not being talked about enough. He's a potential first-round prospect. I will guarantee you he goes day 2 sometime. Okay, Brady Christensen deserves.
You nominate him for day 1,
but this is the first round.
No, what I'm saying is he will go day 2. Brady Christensen. You didn't let me finish. Brady Christensen deserves first-round talk.
I'll say this. I'm with you, Zach. I was really high on him. The Houston game, whenever he went against Peyton Turner, I felt like kind of exposed him a little bit. But before I watched that game, I think it was like the 4th or 5th, Zach Wilson game I watched. I was super high on him too, and I like him. I think I'm with you. 2nd round, I wouldn't be shocked. I got a 3rd round grade on him, but the dude can.
I can
ball.
tell you right now, if offensive tackles go like crazy, Brady Christensen will be in the 1st round.
I got you. So what are my options here again? I've got Tevin Jenkins and wide receiver Bateman. Man, they need both. If they don't, they need some things. But if they're going to compete, I think Tevin Jenkins is one of the best run blocking. He's just mean as hell. So I got to go Tevin Jenkins here. I don't like switching him over to the left side too much, but he could do it. He's played center a few snaps, very few snaps, but 6'6", 315. I like Tevin Jenkins just too much.
That was my pick too. So I had to go out on a limb with mine.
DJ gets on the board there, though, however, and I'm on the clock with 20 in the Bears. And before the show, I saw that I get to make the Bears pick. And honestly, another team that when I do mock drafts, I go another direction every time. So I'm going to tell you right now, the floor is open to all three of you.
You know,
I'm in the wooing
Ben, I got to tell
phase.
you
Go ahead
something real
and
quick.
woo
I
me.
got to tell you something real quick. I'm a little upset right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm a little upset. Why have we not
what?
had like a game throughout this whole entire thing? You guys always have these like questions and games.
I know.
We've asked you guys both of those things, though.
Here's the deal.
They only got 2 games.
Right.
They only got 2 games.
No, here's the thing. Like, if you look back at our 304 episodes, we've probably played a game in like 198 of them. So I'm not a stranger to coming up with games. I enjoy coming up with games. However, I knew this episode was going to be somewhat marathonish, and I knew that you had a timestamp that we needed to be done by. So I didn't come up with a game for you.
Blaming you for it. That's
50 minutes,
see how I did that?
I got 50 minutes
Full
for you.
circle.
Oh, he's got all the time.
Circle.
I got 2 more vodka bangs ready to go for you.
Bang.
I like that you just got them stacked up over in the corner there, just punching them down. I'm upset at myself, honestly. I went to the store today, and I almost bought vodka and Bang just so I could join you tonight. But I didn't want to steal your thunder. Busch Light.
No, bro. I share. Cheers.
All right. Well,
Cheers.
I'll see you this weekend. We'll have
next
some.
time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's right. DJ's coming too.
Let's go.
So is John.
Bring your Manscaped razors.
Can't wait.
Love it.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm on the
Manscaped
clock.
better pay you guys double for this, man.
Triple. I think we've brought him up 9 times now, so it's every third time we get a bump. So it's so I'm on the clock with the Bears. Like I said, it's going to be. I'm in the wooing phase right now for the Bears, so you guys can woo me here. DJ gets the first nomination.
All right. I don't love the offensive lineman here, although I think that's where they're going to end up going. Not a quarterback that I like here either. I could see them trading up at some point for that. I'm going to go ahead. Allen Robinson, I don't think he's got much left there. Let's go ahead. Let's throw Rashad Bateman out there as their wide receiver option.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. I like that pick. I really, really do. Here's the problem. This team has too many holes at important positions.
Yeah.
They even if you get a freaking another wide receiver there, your team still sucks.
Yep, they're bad.
Like you're missing too many prominent players. So I'm going to go just value alone, defensive minded. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I don't think he's going to be here. I don't think he gets out of the top 20. I think that you plug him in, you play, can't get a quarterback here. It's a deep wide receiver class, go with best player available type of a mindset. I think he fits what they want to do on the defensive side. So I'm going Jeremiah here.
John, I just want to say that I disagree with a lot of what you said.
I appreciate that.
No, it's not your analysis that I disagree with. It's the best player available, you said, and how Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is going to be here, because you got to find a defensive-minded head coach that's going to figure out how you're going to play this guy. And we all know Ryan Pace is not a defensive-minded head coach. How are you going to play a guy that played safety, moved to linebacker? He's undersized for a linebacker. So, best player available now. You want to talk about that? What have I talked about this whole entire time? There's someone out there. Yes, vodka bang. But there's someone out there that is a very, very, very good run-stopping type of player who I think would fit great in a 3-4 scheme, would fill in for Mario Edwards as the right defensive end, and he would start day one. I just had to make sure he's not there. Kwity Paye.
Oh,
He's still there, man. He's
Shit.
still there.
Oh man, you guys once again all made very solid points.
I like
was
Jock, though,
ready.
John, just so you know. I do like Jock.
Yeah. I was ready to pull the trigger on Bateman there, but the Bears have been kind of weird this offseason. I feel like they should have held out on – they should have waited a little while before just saying, oh, yeah, we're going to bring in Andy Dalton and we're going to tell him that he's our starter. I feel like they should have waited out, held out a little bit on that claim, knowing that they could have traded up, knowing that Teddy Bridgewater is now available. So they're doing some weird stuff here where I don't think wide receivers off the board here, especially with Robinson only getting the franchise tag. But I like what Zack was saying there. I'm gonna give him Kwity Paye. I don't think Kwity Paye is
Dude,
going to be available at this spot, but I have to do it. I'm going to see you this weekend. I don't want you sack tapping me or anything because I don't have anything to protect him anymore.
I am doing a terrible job tonight. This is only my fourth one here, or third one, I should say. I had to get one of these, man. Holy smokes!
That's the real reason I picked Kwity Paye.
John was talking about how I'm so smart and handsome, and you should follow me on Twitter. This doesn't sound like smart and handsome to me. This sounds like just handsome.
Wait,
I still believe in you. I still believe in you.
John, have you seen this guy's wife?
I have not. I have not.
Man.
Yeah, she a baddie?
Oh, big time.
All right. I'm interested.
Hey,
thanks,
this
weekend. I really appreciate that, you know. I definitely outkicked my coverage by about 25 miles, I swear to God.
Big time.
Big time. DJ's on the clock, Mr. Big Time. 21, Indianapolis Colts. Zach, you get to try to make it back-to-back here with the nomination.
Cool. Let me just check something real quick. Give me a second.
Is he still there? That's what he's doing here.
Yep.
I am. Leave me alone. Damn it. Okay.
I know what every Colts fan wants, and I'm just gonna take it off of what I've seen.
Interesting.
Okay. Damn it, guys. I'm not prepared. I thought I was picking second. All right.
I can go first if you want me to.
No. That's okay. Here's what I'm gonna do.
He's stalling. This is like all the filibuster. He's filibustering. I've seen this shit like judicial courts or something.
John, who are you gonna pick?
All right, yeah, I'll tell you. No, you can't bait me like that. That's the fourth time you've done that to me today. Damn it!
This is my job. Okay. I'm just doing my job.
Not mine. I am not prepared.
Dude, why am I having such a hard time right now? Like, there's honestly, like, okay, so you look at their offensive line, right? Like, Braden Smith, Ryan Kelly, obviously Q Nelson, Sam Tavai. I mean,
it's literally filibustering right now.
It's solid. Like, their wide receivers, Campbell, Pittman, Hilton. I don't know where to go. This team is so good, that offense. So I got to go defense. All right. You don't have to do it. Right, this is filibuster in real life. This is perfect. Okay. So Darius
more beers.
Darius Leonard, obviously stud, right? Darius Leonard is a stud. He's going to be their will, and I'm going to move Zaven Collins to Sam, and he's going to be the outside linebacker for the Colts here.
Fair enough.
Wait,
we got
Zaven
Collins from Zack. John, that makes you get to be the next guy.
I'm glad you guys stuck with me through that whole.
That was rough, brother. That was
painful.
I'm going offensive tackle Dylan Reduns out of North Dakota State. He's been working with Joe Staley. I think he's a perfect fit. I think the Colts and the Chiefs were the two teams, and the Bears actually threw in there a little bit too. They were after Trent Williams hard from the 49ers. And so I think left tackle is just they're a good team. They're just missing a couple spots. So Dylan Reduns for me.
I think John is going to win this one. That probably would have been my one, but my two here, I'm going to give DJ the option of Caleb Farley since he has dropped because of that back. He's already shaken me off. So go ahead, DJ, make your pick.
Yeah, no, it's not him. Who did you give me again, Zach? I've already forgot for the third time.
Zaven Collins.
No, it's not going to be him either. I'm going to default go with John Chapman here and go with Dylan Reduns and Adam. Those are the two positions I've seen for them is the edge position and the lineman position just off of Colts Twitter in general. So I'm like, let's just go with one of those. I don't know shit, honestly.
I was going to say that's the exact understanding my wife gave for why she married me. Like, I'll just go with the default. There's nothing else out there at this point.
Exactly.
Oh, I love it. Speaking of hot wives, Zach's on the clock with the Titans pick at 22. John, you get to make the first nomination here.
Whenever I'm doing my mock drafts, there's a few players that I just keep putting in certain spots. I think defensive is kind of where they want to go. Greg Newsome, I think, just makes too much sense here. They lost to Dory, speedster, cover corner, whatever else. Greg Newsome is that in spades. And I think he could go earlier than this. I think a lot of people have Greg Newsome closer to J.C. Horn than the second group of cornerbacks. So I'm going Greg Newsome here out of Northwestern.
So Greg Newsome was one of my favorite prospects to study over the summer. So Ben, DJ, I just want to wish you guys luck. You guys have a chance, but I want to wish you guys luck.
I have one.
I probably should just go with Jason Owe, or however you wanted to pronounce his name, since he was your other guy at this. I like what John is saying, so I'm not going to waste much time. I'm going to throw out a wide receiver since they lost Corey Davis. But I don't even like this as a particularly great fit, but he's still on the board. I'm doing it again. I'm defaulting back to Rashad Bateman.
Oh, I'm going to throw a different wide receiver out there. I'm throwing a different wide receiver out there.
John won.
Okay.
He cut off DJ.
I was gonna go Elijah Moore. I love fucking Elijah Moore.
I was gonna do that too.
Elijah's good, but there's Greg Newsome, boy, that dude is good. Play zone, play man, play half man, play anything you want him to play. He's gonna succeed. I like Greg Newsome a lot.
Well, I was looking in the defensive backfield right away, but once he took him, I had to go somewhere else.
Nice.
Yeah, Greg Newsome was a 90% chance to win.
Craig Newsome. Is he really into Craig Newsome?
I'll ask him next time I see him.
Call him.
Perfect. I mean, we still don't have a running back. Oh, we do have. There went that tease intro. We have Javonte Williams off the board, so I won't even say it. Let's just go into 23 New York Jets. John is on the board, so we've already seen the Jets address quarterback here with Zach Wilson earlier in the draft. I'm going to give you the option here. This is a weird one because I'm a little bit lower on this guy than most people are, but I'm going to give you the option of the edge rusher of Gregory Rousseau.
Ooh.
That couldn't have been more perfect, Zach.
I ain't mad.
Am I up?
DJ is up, yep.
I'm going to come back with a guy that I think lots of people have as their top cornerback with Caleb Farley.
Ooh.
I have a chance to win this here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
I really do. Oh, God, I got it. Okay, all right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with –
it's tough.
I just don't know how Ben feels about this guy. He's a big boomer bust.
It's me. I'm the one that's picking.
Oh, damn. Why do I keep doing that, John? I'm going with Rondale Moore.
All right. This is interesting.
The second time I did that.
Yeah.
Rondale Moore.
I have a second round grade on Rondale Moore, but he is the number one player with a second round grade that I have. And I think that he just makes too much damn sense. They're bringing over everything from the 49ers. Everything from the 49ers. They got Denzel Mims. That's awesome. They got Davis, Corey Davis, Crowder, whatever. Who's playing the Debo role? That's going to be Rondale Moore. I know he's 5'7", but that dude is a twitched up little muscle hamster. I think this fits perfect. Yeah, he's mean. He's mean. Rondale Moore is the correct answer, sir. From the 3 spot, Zach.
Oops.
Dibs on that as my new Twitter handle.
I keep thinking Ben's up.
I do find that to be great, but like I said, my new Twitter handle is going to be what did you say? Twitched up muscle hamster?
Yeah, he's a little jacked up little dude, man.
On the board.
Talking about me or Rondale?
Yeah, I was talking about DJ.
Oh yeah, I
can't remember when it was. Was it last year?
Yes.
Where I referred to a dip rip.
Yes.
I think so.
That was fantastic.
I mean, it's a qualified technique, but I mean, it was funny because you guys were like, oh, "Dip rip." Zach's a dip rip, or whatever the hell you said.
I think that could be a new drinking game. Every time that you use like a cliche like term to discuss like someone's technique or like how they do things, like a word like dip rip, you have to drink. You have to drink a lot of a vodka bang. Dipping and ripping it.
Cheers.
Well, Zach finally, I'll cheers. Yeah. Zach hit that one. So I'm on the clock here with 24. Pittsburgh Steelers, DJ, you get to make the first nomination.
Hey, you know what I'm doing here, Ben? My game day guarantee here is the Steelers take a running back. So let's fucking go with Najee Harris.
Okay. Zach.
They're not taking a
He's shaking his head for the audio only.
All right. I mean, here's where they're going with this, and I know I don't like the pick overall just because of all the injuries, but they need a center
okay,
in like
John?
the worst way.
Oh yeah,
John, you still alive? You still with us?
I'm here, brother. I'm here.
Holy
Sorry
shit.
about that.
I thought we almost lost him, guys.
know,
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ. Fucking face is red and shit.
It's always red, man. It's always red.
I know, that's why I said it.
Tequila
If you weren't-
Thursday.
John, if you weren't so disrespectful and to interrupt me like that was rude.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
So I know there's a lot of inside the NFL, a lot of people like Landon Dickerson.
Who's
The
that guy?
Steelers need a center in a really bad way. You said something about a penis over there?
Oh,
yeah.
I said,
Okay,
who
you
is
guys,
that guy?
Landon Dickerson?
Yeah.
He's the former Florida State center, won the national championship last year after tearing his ACL with Alabama.
He's had 7
He's a-
straight years of a significant injury.
He's a very good player, and people are talking about him in the first round, and the Pittsburgh Steelers seem to love him, from what I hear. So I'm going to put Landon Dickerson on the board here.
And Pouncey retired.
Yep, Pouncey's gone.
He's
They
going
need a
to kill
center.
people.
So we've got
Yeah.
John to make one more.
I'm staying with this one. Jeremiah Owusu. He's still there somehow. I have no clue how.
With Devin Bush.
He and again, you talked about earlier pairing him with somebody that can use him. That's a multiple defense that could move him all over the place. He's got TJ Watt and Devin Bush. Like you're just going to have some of the most athletic second level defensive players in the NFL. I think this would be awesome. I mean, you could see him reach his potential, I think, at this spot.
Where
Well-
are we putting him? Is he playing outside linebacker, or is he going to play nickel?
I think that he could play some slot, and I think that he could also play very similar to how he played, versus the Clemson tape, where he's kind of that over in the 4-3 base set, outside for sure, and then you can move him to the slot as well. And again, you're playing against a tight end, just let him man up on the tight end. So I mean, they move everyone, so I think it could work.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing him Will in all my packages. Let him cover running back and tight end all day.
Yeah.
Speaking of packages, the Lawnmower 3.0 from Manscaped, 20% off, code word loaded. As the scroll already spoiled, I'm going to give the edge here to Landon Dickerson, because honestly, if it wasn't for those injuries we talked about, this dude would be a surefire first rounder. I'm between him and Creed Humphrey right now as to who I think is going to be that first
Creed?
probably player that they're going to end up using as a true center in the league. I think some teams will be more towards Humphrey just because of that injury past. But man, if you can overcome those injuries, and you're looking at a team like the Steelers, like they've had Pouncey forever, it seems like he's been the rock. They find that new rock. Pouncey was another guy with those injuries too. So that not like it's anything new to them, but they're going to do whatever they can to try to protect Roethlisberger this last year or two, whatever he's got left. Load up on some other options, protect him up front. You have a need there now. I'm going to go with Dickerson. I like the pick, Zach.
Yes. So
There
I'm
you go.
talking about.
There you go. Speaking of Zach, DJ gets the next pick here with the Jacksonville Jaguars, who already took Trevor Lawrence. And Zach, you get to make the first nomination.
All right, I'm torn here. I really
I
am.
have one
again.
guy in mind here.
But there's two guys. There's
I
two
only have
guys
one.
in mind for me,
You
and I'm
said
not
there's
going
only
to
one.
give. Oh, there's two guys in mind for me.
Yeah, but I
That's
only
who I
have
want
one.
to nominate.
There's only one.
Shut up. Let me just talk for a minute.
I'm the one picking, so you're going to insult me?
Yes. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh.
You.
We just went like
You
Real
did.
Housewives real quick.
DJ,
Real quick.
I love you and also hate you at the same time.
That's a Kanye West song.
So, oh man,
Bittersweet.
I gotta get in DJ's brain here because there's two guys I want to go with, and the
There's
one
only
I'm gonna go
one
with is
guy.
Jason Owa.
You don't want to get in
Jason
my
Owa?
brain.
I'm gonna go with Jason Owa. I think they need a 4-3 defensive end ever since losing Yannick Ngakoue to the Vikings and then they gave him away for nothing. I think they need someone across from Josh Allen, not the quarterback Josh Allen. So getting Jason Owa, I think, is going to be a key addition. So give me Jason Owa here.
Oh man, Zach or John?
Yeah, this is a rough one, man. If I'm looking at kind of where they're sitting and what is they want to do, it's kind of rough because they don't. All their spots are the same. they just have a bunch of
Right.
like Jags, just to guys everywhere. So they can go wherever the hell it is. So best player available. My best player available on my big board. I know there were some injury concerns. Those seem to be gone. Keep them in Florida. I'm going Jaleb Phillips out of Miami, transfer from UCLA. I just think that dude is so talented. His pro day was bananas good. Played the entire season, no issues. So I'm going Jaleb Phillips here.
So just in case anyone doesn't know, though, he did retire for medical reasons at UCLA, did come back, transferred to Miami. He also has a rap career that he's been pursuing as well.
Who doesn't?
So I have a rap career too. I'm called the Zack Attack.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Like the Pack Attack. I get it because you like the Packers are good. The Pack Attack, Zack Attack. I get the play on words.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you look though, and good, you want to talk about the injury history. I get that. He's checked out. He had the full year and a half in Miami's thing. He didn't miss any plays. He had one of the highest snap rates of any defensive lineman in the entire country and didn't miss any time. I think he is the most complete defensive lineman in this class by a long shot. And so you're talking about a top 10 guy. I think kind of 10 to 15 range is where he should go, but he drops a little bit because of the health thing. The rap thing, I don't think that's an issue. Everybody has, outside interests. And plus,
Cole Beasley is a rapper.
There we go.
Do you guys know what Kadarius Toney's rap name is?
Yeah. I do know. I heard it.
I forgot what it is now. Shit.
I think it's Young Jock. It is. Does that sound right?
Joker.
Club?
Young Joker. That's what it is. Yeah,
Joker.
yeah. Joker, whatever it is. Yeah. See, I can't keep up with these kids' titles and everything else.
Jesus Christ.
Get off my lawn. Yes. I'm going to give my nomination here, but before I do that, I want to give props to John for using the word Jags in reference to both just another guy and the Jaguars. You are correct in a lot of sense there because, yes, they truly are all Jags. And also, you've now used the phrase bananas twice, so I'm pumped about that.
Are you writing this stuff down?
Dude, this mind, I have a small head, but there's a
no, you're looking over. You're definitely writing it down.
I'm looking over just to make sure that I'm on the clock here. Bushlight, hashtag Manscaped, 20% off loaded. I'm going to give you Christian Barmore. I had another guy in line here. However, I've been reading more and more about how mock drafters are a little bit lower on this guy than NFL execs are. 25 to the Jags feels right. I'm going to give you the option of Christian Barmore.
Who did Zack give me again?
If you guys would have nominated Barmore for the Vikings, I would have taken him too.
Yeah.
But I nominated Jason Owe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Ben happened to get my one guy with the very last pick, Christian Barmore. All I remember is the guy being a fucking monster in his last couple of games. They need help on that defensive line, and that's all I can think about in my head is this guy just rejuvenated his career at the end of his college career. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Christian Barmore here.
I love it. That's the first pick that I've had a nomination correct for since number 15. And we're not going to pick 35 because I got 15, 25, and we're not going to make it to 35. So I'm done. Which puts Zack on the clock with the Cleveland Browns at 26. John gets to make the first nomination.
I like this roster quite a bit, and there's two spots I kind of want to go, but I'm going linebacker.
There's also only two right answers.
Yeah, I'm going Jamin Davis here. I think he would fit perfectly with what they want to do. I think he's a plug-and-play starter and just would increase their defense. They went and signed paid way too much money for the former number 1 overall pick. Take that for what you want. At the opposite of his name's forgetting my head. Good Lord, Jadeveon Clowney. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Big Joker is his rap name. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going Jamin Davis.
All right, you guys got one more right answer left.
And I get to go first, so that's one of them. I've constantly had edge rusher mocked here, but with Clowney being signed, I have to obviously punt on that. Oh, man, I'm a little bit torn. However, the fact that Caleb Farley is still on the board, I'm going to give you the option there, knowing that it's not the biggest position of need, but if they go BPA, he's got to be in that kind of tier.
Still one more left, DJ. Still one more left.
I'm going to go with Owe. I'm going with Owe.
No, it's Jamin Davis here, man. John's killing it tonight, man.
God damn it.
Jamin Davis. We were talking about this before the pro days. It was sometime in January, maybe February, just after the Senior Bowl, and I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Jack Borowski or if it was someone else. We were talking about one of the better linebackers in the class. Like, who's someone we're not talking about? And someone brought up Jamin Davis. And I was like, who? Like, what? Like, Jamin Davis from Kentucky? He's like, yeah, no, he's really good. And I turned on the film, and I'm like, bro, that's a first-round pick right there. Like, that is a first-round prospect. And then he comes out. He's got his shirtless shirt on. He's ripped. He's jacked. He's putting up insane athletic numbers. Jamin Davis is a first-round prospect, and going to the Browns is a great pick there.
Before we move on, I need to know, what does a shirtless shirt look like?
Yeah.
It looks like Zack drinking vodka bangs with a beer gut hanging out.
Oh, I love it. Hey, that's a good pick, though. I agree with that. John is crushing it. John, this is your pick. I get to give you the first crack at this one, and damn it, I better hit it. Ravens are on the clock, number 27. I don't think it's a big secret that wide receiver has got to be pretty high on the list. Unfortunately, I'm stuck between two guys here, so I'm trying to figure out what you might think is probably the right way to go here.
I'm just hoping you guys don't pick my guy.
And Bateman's the do-it-all guy. They need someone like that. But Terrace Marshall, to me, as a prospect, is a touch more intriguing. However, I think they already have – you got your speedster in Hollywood. You got your sure-handed guy in Mark Andrews. You need a guy that just can do another little bit of everything from the outside. So I think they play it safe. They try to build around Lamar Jackson, see what he can do. They give him Rashaan Bateman. DJ.
I want to go wide receiver, but I think they have needs at the edge. So I'm going to continue to go back to Jason Oweh again until we get him.
TJ,
right at some point.
It's not a great fit. Jason Oweh in Baltimore doesn't fit, man.
Can you just be talented and play football?
I mean, these guys, these Ravens need a viper. I mean, they need a 3-4 outside linebacker. They need someone that can cover in space and is athletic and can play. I'm going with Jock. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Let him cover running backs, tight ends. He can blitz off the edge. I don't know if you guys have watched a lot of his film or not, but him coming off the edge and blitzing the quarterback is a great solution to any defensive problem. He's a do-it-all type of guy. I know he's undersized. I talked about that already, being a safety converted to linebacker. But put him in this defense, I think you're going to find a lot of success with Baltimore.
I think he fits like in a weird way. Not their like height, weights, that they usually use.
Not like a Terrell Suggs type of way.
I was gonna say, Suggs fits in that. Like,
no, his mentality, the way he plays, his physicality, and just how aggressive he is, despite his size, I think it fits. I'm not going him there. I wanted to lead Zack on just a little bit like he does me.
Just like I've done the whole time.
That's right. That's right. Take your medicine, sir. I'm going Rashaan Bateman. Their wide receiver core is bad. I get Sammy Watkins. I get it. This is the first true receiver that they will have on this team. Yeah. Hollywood Brown, I get it. Yeah, he offers a lot of upside. He doesn't run the full route tree very well. Like boomer bust, Sammy Watkins, good Lord. Rashaan Bateman would be their true X wide receiver. And then you could kind of maybe from there let Lamar throw a little bit and get a little bit better in that area without getting him destroyed. Got to stop running so much. Anyway,
right.
Maybe poop before halftime.
Yeah, I fucking hate Lamar. I'm sorry. I just don't think Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback. So they can add all the wide receivers they want. It's not going to be any difference.
It's possible. It is possible.
It's because he's taking dump breaks. We've got 5 picks left. This is my second.
You guys better hurry up. I got to go in 13 minutes.
Let's go. We got 13 minutes.
All right, I'm on the clock. Saints. DJ gets first crack at it.
Oh, shit. Let's go with
Here goes 13 minutes.
Should I just say Jason Oweh again? Let's do that.
All right.
Sooner or later, you're going to get it.
Zaven Collins is my pick, man. You need a linebacker on this defense.
There's one good guy that can save you, John.
It's Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Like he fits what they want to do, and that's where I'm staying. I'm staying there. I've said his name too many damn times today.
You have.
So I'm a common mock mocker of, is that how you phrase that? I'm a common mocker of a wide receiver here on the board if there's a good one, just because I'm very hesitant of what the hell that team has at this point outside of Michael Thomas. Zach's pointing at himself. I've been on his train all night. I like me some Zaven Collins. So yeah, you get another point there. Damn it.
Yes. Eat that Packer cheese, you stupid idiots.
Yeah. No, it blends in well because now the Packers are up and DJ's on the clock, so we'll zip right through it. I like that Zack gets to make DJ's first nomination here from the Packers pick, because if there's any history between Zack and DJ, it's the Packers feud.
There's no feud.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the correct pick for the Packers?
Here we go.
Tell me the correct pick for the Packers.
Creed Humphrey.
Oh,
Creed.
that's sexy.
Yeah, you need that center, baby.
You don't like Elton Jenkins?
He's not a center.
Yes, he is. Okay.
He's a guard.
You're gonna piss me off.
He's versatile, but he's not a center.
All right.
He played center for like 6 games, and he's like one of the Packers play their 5 best offensive linemen regardless of position. Does
DJ,
not matter.
I watched the Packers just as much as you do. Trust me.
No, you don't.
And Elton Jenkins was better as a tackle as he was a center.
It doesn't matter. They do not care.
Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it?
John, your turn.
Elijah Moore, wide receiver, fits perfectly. Elijah Moore.
That's DJ's pick. I'm gonna punt. My nomination is punt.
Yeah, I'm taking Elijah Moore. I mean, I've wanted Elijah Moore.
Such a fantasy football player.
No, that's not it at all. I'm looking at what the Packers are doing right now. Okay, last year
drafting wide receivers in the first round. That's what they're doing. Is not drafting wide receivers in the first round.
They don't do that. But you know what? Aaron Rodgers had this resurgent year where they're like, oh fuck, Jordan Love might not be the guy. Aaron Rodgers just pushed off timelines. So let's re-sign everybody that we can. They just re-signed Aaron Jones. They do not do that. Like, they don't bring back running backs on a contract. So they're doing everything they can with Zadarius Smith, with Preston Smith, with Kevin King.
Zaddy.
Trash.
His name is Zaddy.
And they're bringing back every guy to make Aaron Rodgers happy. So you don't think they're going to try to continue to make him happy by drafting a wide receiver in the first round?
Aaron Rodgers.
I think
no one likes Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You can hate Aaron
Zach,
Rodgers.
His whole family doesn't even like Aaron Rodgers.
They're making him happy. They're taking Elijah Moore at this pick, and there's no doubt in my mind.
Oh, I love it.
Dude, it was funny. I told my wife, I go, hey, I'm going on the Loaded Box podcast. And she goes, oh, that's like right when the kids like start going to bed. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, they're Packers fans. Oh, is that the guy that likes Aaron Rodgers? You're not allowed to go on that podcast. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I love your wife even more than I used to after that story. Zach, you are on the clock here with the Bills pick. John, you get to nominate first.
Oh, baby.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going opposite, man. I think Asante Samuel Jr., I think this would be an awesome fit for him. You know, he could start off in the slot, could go outside and then fell inside. I think he's a good fit here. The physicality, I like this guy's film a lot. His change of direction, second to none.
Let's put it this way. John has basically won this thing. Let me just tell you, there's a better cornerback on the board than Asante Samuel, in my opinion. I will say, Asante is good, but there's one guy that I do like a little bit more, and I'm.
I know where you're from, though. It's a location bias, isn't it?
No, not him though. I like him, but it's not him though.
Now I'm tempted to pick a player. You've got me tempted to take a corner here, but I'm going to stick to my guns. I hate every single mock draft that I see that has them taking a running back in round 1. I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to beef up that offensive lineman. You can never have too many. Protect Josh Allen. Offensive linemen get hurt every single year. Give me Jalen Mayfield out of Michigan.
Well, he gives me cornerback. I'm going to go ahead and go cornerback. I don't think I see Caleb Farley off the board. I'm going to give him to him.
No, Caleb Farley went, I think, right?
No, he's still available.
He's still there.
Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. Then, okay, Caleb Farley's the pick,
man.
I
knew I should have done it.
No, let me rephrase what I've said earlier. I like Asante Samuel a lot. I want to say so for me, it goes Patrick Surtain, J.C. Horn, Greg Newsome, who are already off the board, and then it goes Eric Stokes, and then Caleb Farley.
I like Stokes' film. I enjoy it. I don't think he was as fast on tape as we saw at his pro day, but he's still a hell of a player.
Yep. Great in zone coverage, and I know that he would excel in that Bills defense. But then I have Asante Samuel right below that too, though. But I got to take Caleb Farley. I like him a lot. Injuries scare the hell out of me, man. It's very scary. And this back injury is not his first injury. All right,
he had a year off, and he just had to have surgery again.
Yeah, what the hell?
If this was his first injury, I would throw it out the books. He'd be a top 15 pick. But we're sitting at the back end of the first round. Got to be a little bit more. I don't want to say risky, but you're going to take the tools. Hopefully, he can get healthy. I'm going to take Caleb Farley here.
For the sake of speed, we're going to put John on the clock with the Chiefs, and I'm going to go broken record style here after the Chiefs got rid of their 2 starting tackles from last year, and I'm going to go Jalen Mayfield again, which gives DJ the next nomination.
I looked into one offensive lineman a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and reach for him. I'm going to go with Walker Little. This guy missed he hasn't played since 2019, I don't think. But this guy's a 6'7", just monster with some technical, with some good skills. I think that might surprise us in the first round. And obviously they need offensive line help. We saw what happened in the Super Bowl. So I'm going Walker Little here out of Stanford.
Walker Little's poopy. He gives away run and pass plays with his stance. I cannot stand watching him play. I'm sorry, Walker Little, if you are watching. It drives me nuts.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
You went after him pretty hard there, brother.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I watched the entire year, not last year, obviously, but the year before, and I can tell you, I guessed 90% of the plays. I'm serious. Like 90% of the plays, I guessed if they were run or pass just based off of his stance.
It'd be too bad if he had over a year to sit and watch videotape of himself.
I have a 3rd round grade on Little, but I remember him coming out of high school. He was the number 1 tackle coming out of high school. I mean, he was.
That's what's gonna get him drafted high. Yeah, is him being that guy.
All right, last choice. Here we go. Who's left?
Wyatt Davis. I'm going to take Wyatt Davis. And I've talked to a couple Chiefs fans. They don't want to go offensive line, but I'm telling you, man, losing the guys that they have, how poorly they played in the Super Bowl with the lack of depth. Wyatt Davis, I think, needs to be the pick here. That injury is not as serious as people talk about, by the way, either.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. But I think Duvernay Tardif's coming back. They got Rooney.
And also, what's his face from TCU last year that got drafted?
Yeah, Niang, is that right?
Niang, yeah, Lucas Niang, yeah.
So I think tackle's kind of the play here. I think Davis is strictly a guard. I don't even think he could flex to center, but he is a great guard. He's my number 1 guard. He's outside of Elijah Vera Tucker. Like, he's pretty damn good. I'm going to go tackle here. I was hoping somebody would say a speedy wide receiver. I think that's where they're going to go. Somebody like Terrace Marshall or Diami Brown would be perfect.
What happened? I missed it.
But let's go. Who did you nominate? Who's the tackle you nominated, Ben? We're going
I went with Jalen Mayfield.
Yeah, you won by default.
He's a good player that can play guard, too.
I have him as a guard. I wouldn't be a big fan.
Guard, yeah.
I'm putting the nuts and bolts on this thing with the pick for the Buccaneers, and DJ gets to make the first nomination.
Fuck. God damn it. He's
not ready.
How do I do what Zack did? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh,
Zach doesn't have time for you to do what Zack did.
Yeah,
you can't do what Zack did.
That's true.
God, they are legit. Like, they brought literally everybody back, but their weakest area is, to me, their secondary. I'm going to go with the only safety on the board. Let's go, there's not been a safety taken. So let's go with Trayvon Moehrig.
Oh, there you go.
Trayvon's a good player, but their secondary was actually pretty solid last year.
Yeah, because every pass rush got to the quarterback.
Hey, man, a good secondary makes for a good pass rush. I am going to go back to the well with Brady Christiansen. You take this guy, let Donovan Smith play a little bit on the left side for the couple years that they re-signed him or whatever it was at, and then bring Brady in either next year or the year after and let him do his thing. 6'6", 300 pounds, athletic, great player. Take him.
I'm going. It's my turn. Is it not my turn? My bad.
It's only last year.
100%
left.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm going Gregory Rizzo, defensive end. My player comp is John Pierre Paul. Like, you let him work into the rotation. They're spoiled. Yeah, they're spoiled. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's who I'm going here.
So good. Oh man!
Hey, real quick on Rousseau. So just so I can clarify something, the dude has all the tools and all the traits. Rephrase that: all the tools and can have all the traits. Dude's got vines. Like, his arms are long as shit. He plays like a T-Rex, dude. It drives me nuts. But he's a solid. He'll be hopefully good, but we'll see.
Do you think that he's going to drop all the way to 32 though? I mean, even if it is a weak edge class,
I have him. I have him as a late. I have him as a late 2.
Only 32 players can go in the first round.
I don't see him going in the first round, unfortunately.
Zach, who was your nomination again?
Tools. Brady Christiansen, the BYU tackle.
Oh, that guy.
Good player.
Okay.
You'll hear about him.
So here's the deal.
Third round grade for me. I like him.
I have a high 2 on him. He's a good player. Yeah.
First and foremost, if you're watching on Twitter Live or YouTube, I am not a meth head. Like, I'm not just jittery. I'm doing the PP dance. I have to piss so damn bad. So that's why I've been doing a lot of this lately. I was really torn on this. I really like them taking an interior defensive lineman here, and I'm kind of with Zach. I'm really low on these edge players out of Miami for a couple of different reasons. Give me that offensive lineman. It's not a sexy pick. However, when you're the Buccaneers and you've brought everyone back, you can kind of go a lot of ways. So this pick not only helps this year in case of an injury, but you're building for the future. So I don't mind this pick whatsoever. Give me the lineman. We sealed it. We did it, guys.
Who was it again?
What a great line there. I know Zach has to split. John's got to get to Tequila Thursday. So I need to thank these two.
I got 7 though. I got 7.
I was going to ask, can someone while I'm filibustering here, can someone do some math on that to see who won? John won, but how many?
John won by like 1,000.
John crushed us. Yeah, John, you had so many good freaking picks, bro. Like, it was hard not to pick your picks.
I like that you didn't want to pick my picks, but you still did, and
Ben,
so that means a lot to me.
Ben, you were in the cellar. Zach was second.
Fuck. I went from first to worst in a year.
There you go, man.
You let DJ beat you.
Yeah.
Hashtag off season, man. You got to get ready.
Here's the deal, though. DJ was keeping score, so I don't know how legit it was. I didn't get to see the page as much. I do want to say,
I like how many different times he spelled in different ways he spelled Zack. That's pretty interesting.
I know. I had to keep going back and like doing it right.
That is amazing. Before we wrap it up, I do need to say thanks to both Zach and John again. It's always a blast when we have them on. I can't think of better guest. Between John and his insight and his one-liners, I love it. And between Zach yelling at DJ and just sipping on vodka bangs, it makes my night every single time. So thank you guys for coming on. Check us out on Twitter, loadedboxpodcast.com, everything you need. Promo code loaded at manscaped.com. Get your 20% off. Zach, John, your wives are going to love you after you guys get that. We'll be back. We're everywhere. Thanks again, boys. DJ, send us out.
Bye.